friends, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to our new adventure. We just arrived in KARLOVY, the famous spa city in the western part of Czech Republic, right at the border with Germany. I was so excited to be back here after more than 15 years. I was only 13 when I came here for the first time to visit it with my family, and I definitely will see it with new eyes as an adult right now. And I'm curious and super excited to share with you everything that we tried over these days, because it was a very interesting experience for sure. One that I definitely recommend. If you are hearing about this city for the first time right now, let me give you a brief description. The city is actually famous for its springs, for its thermal springs with hot water, with healing water, and it became popular since the 19th century all over Europe. The city is located in the Bohemian region and is also known in Germany as Karlsbad, named after Charles IV, which was one of the Roman emperors back in the day. The city population is a little bit less than 50,000, and it's located between a valley and is crossed by two different rivers. So that offers a pretty spectacular view. We arrived very late, so we were pretty tired that day, and it was very cold and snowing, so we just decided to have a small dinner at an Indian restaurant. It was absolutely insane, so delicious. I cannot recommend it enough. And this is how our first day ended. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to day 2 of this travel vlog. We are in KARLOVY, Czech Republic, and it's one of the most beautiful places that I've seen. I was here 16 years ago, if you can believe that. So it's a long time ago. I was 12, trip with my school, but I obviously didn't remember so much from it, other than that it was very pretty. The buildings are spectacular, and you will see also today, because I will film a little bit with the light. And I also remember that there were a lot of luxury magazines, a lot of people, a lot of hustle bustle, but I was actually a little bit surprised yesterday when we walked in the city, because it was a little bit emptier than I was expecting. But oh well, probably it's off season. Last time I remember I was in April, so, or May even, so it was close to summer, so of course high season was starting. But nonetheless, it's very pretty. And it also snowed last night, and I was so happy. It actually only snowed last night, and it was so cold, like -5, -6 degrees only this weekend. I don't know why, but I will take it as a beautiful gift from you. We are now preparing to actually go to a short walk, and then we decided to just spend the rest of the day in the hotel, so around here, because we have also a swimming pool, we have a spa area, so we want to take advantage. Tomorrow we have to leave very early, around 10, around 11, so today is all for enjoying the hotel, and tomorrow is going to be more about focusing on the city. And now I'm doing my makeup that I will have to remove anyway in the next hours when I go to the swimming pool, but everything for the gram, as they say. I will take you today with me in the city, exploring a little bit, but probably more will be tomorrow. And I will show you around. And what is actually famous here is that the city has a lot of thermal springs with super hot water that comes from 2.5 kilometers below Earth's surface, and it's full of minerals. So a lot of people come here for cures, for healing treatments, wellness treatments, spa treatments. And this city actually reminded so much of Herculaneum. The one that I visited actually not so long ago from Romania. You can see the video up here. I will link it for you, but it's such a comparison. I mean, they are different, of course, because this is much bigger, much beautiful in terms of architecture, in terms of structure and everything. Herculane is super small. Herculane is although much older than this one, and it was always like a bittersweet feeling when we came here for the first time with my family, because we could see like what you can achieve with the city when you take care of it. With something like this, it can bring you a lot of tourists, it can bring you a lot of profit and money for the local community, and what can happen with Herculane, which is really a ruin. So yeah, this is my talk for today. I'm really looking forward for the rest of the weekend. Hair is growing, skin is glowing, and I'm ready to enjoy the day. Let's go together. Part of this trip is telling Marcus, go ahead, go behind me, so you don't stay in my sight when I film. But anyway, it's super pretty. It really looks like London here, and I think you can get a really good deal as quality price here, because it's less expensive than the hotels around Europe. But it's really beautiful and the services are great. We started our day by walking along the center and trying to get to know the city. As you could see, it was pretty quiet, it was not so many people around, it was also very cold, so we just started our walk going along the river, one of the rivers that crosses the city. One of the things that this region of Bohemia is famous for is actually the crystals. Maybe you've heard about crystals of Bohemia, and they translate in very beautiful jewelry. So this is a very good place if you want to find unique pieces. I absolutely love this architectural thing. So maybe you've noticed it, that a lot of the hotels, a lot of the buildings that I was filming, they look like small castles. I think that this gives the city a very interesting vibe, a very old money type of vibe, where people with a lot of money, rich people, would come here to relax, would come here to have vacation and disconnect from their daily businesses. Now the whole city, the whole area is pretty accessible, I would say, in terms of money, in terms of costs. I think everything was much cheaper than in Germany, which was a very nice surprise. Up next on the list is to test the waters, to test the springs, to test the thermal water, and this was a very interesting experience, so we are heading back to the city center. Okay, so you're supposed to drink the water from this typical mug that has this kind of straw here, and this is supposed to preserve the minerals and the carbon dioxide better. And I think it also has a cooling role. I'm not sure, but yeah, everybody does like this. So let's try it for the first time. I will give it to Marcus first because he's my tester.
I have to drink it like this, yeah?
Yes, and let me know how it's tasting. Is it still hot?
That is kind of warm and salty.
Salty, okay.
And random salt. But not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay, let me try it.
I got tea with salt.
Oh, okay, at this point my hand is completely frozen. Oh wow, it's like you're drinking sea salt, like the water from the sea. Okay. But it's not so hot, so you can easily drink it. In between springs and water, this behind me that I just filmed, this is a typical alcohol drink that you drink it like a schnapps here in this area. I think it's actually from KARLOVY, and people drink it, I think, to warm up because it's so freaking cold right now. I think it's -1 degrees or close to 0. It was super cold last night. But it's not advisable to drink water and alcohol at the same time. I was just reading this that for the water to have effect, you shouldn't drink alcohol. And here is the main area with springs, and we are just going to go there and try a few more. We tested another one that was worse in taste. So let's see what else we find here. But I just want to take a moment to show you the architecture. It's so pretty. One thing I remember from when I was here last time, and although I was really small as a child, I do remember that the guide was telling us how all the buildings are kind of the same size, same height, and kind of same colors, so pastels. And this was actually an order from Maria Theresia, so the Empress of the Austrians, who wanted to keep it clean, who wanted to keep the design in very beautiful, so it's also pleasing for the eyes. After all that walking and cold, we got really hungry and we just wanted to sit and relax in a nice cafe, and we found one which is called Cafe Elephant. Again, this is not sponsored, but we really recommend it because there were actually not so many options with really cute cafes or something to really stand out. Unfortunately, this was also Munich price. Hello, second part of the day. We are going now to the spa area. We are going to the pool, and in this hotel there are actually more buildings, and this pool is in another building, another hotel, but everything is interconnected through this tunnels that you will see. I will film it for you, it's very creepy. But I'm excited. It was super cold and I cannot wait to warm up a little bit. Let's go. Marcus just said that he loves that there are so many mirrors because he can see himself so often.
That's amazing.
Good morning from our last day. We did the checkout already and we are heading now to the city for a short last walk and to buy some souvenirs. Food market with super cool stuff, so we want to try them and then we will just pack and go home. I will give you later a little bit of a review about the hotel and the whole experience, but for now I just want to enjoy the city a few more hours and I will show you around the last things. This is what we have here. Is the first thing that we wanted to taste. To be honest, I don't know the name, but I will write it for you after I edit the video. But this is something similar that we have also in Romania. It's actually Hungarian origin, I think. It's all over Transylvania and it's called Kürtös Cola. And the one that we have, the one in Hungary, it's a little bit bigger and it's without chocolate, so it's just with sugar or with walnuts. But this one in Czech Republic, it's usually smaller and it's apparently also filled with chocolate. It's super, super delicious. It's very crunchy on the outside, but it's super soft on the inside. And it's tasting amazing. What do you say, Marcus? How is it?
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I like it a lot.
This is your first try, right?
Yes, yes.
Nice. Yeah, so let's go further. So here we are hitting the road and going back home. I promise that I will tell you at the end some things, some tips about hotels here, what you should know, and this is valid for the whole Czech Republic. I think the actual star number in a hotel is not the real one. I think you should always calculate it a little bit less, like if it's 4, it's actually 3. We actually booked a 4-star hotel because most of them here have also the spa area, and we were really pleased. The conditions were good. I would just improve the services a little bit more. All in all, it was of course cheaper than Germany, Austria or Switzerland, so it was a really nice experience and I would definitely repeat it and recommend it to anyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being part of this community and see you next time with a new video.